Let's go, Randy.
All right.
In Ohio. Randy, you're live with Eric and V. How are you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. How about you? You guys are doing, I enjoy watching you guys. I discovered you maybe a couple of weeks ago. You guys have a much more compassionate way of dealing with us imbeciles.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
There are plenty of religious people who are very, very smart.
Well, I'm not religious. I think of religion as opinion, and if you look at opinion, the synonym for opinion is belief.
It says in the description that you're a religious person. You're a theist.
Well, I think he put that down. I said I'm a generic hybrid. I was raised as Jehovah's Witness, but I've been for 12 and a half years. I haven't been to a Kingdom Hall. My opinion, what I like to do, I think I believe in getting my sources of information from all types of, I think that every one little belief has its own truth in it. So I kind of think of it as a buffet, a belief buffet, as it were. But I think none of us know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth when it comes to our us being here. And the main question I have for you too is religion as placebo or even nocebo effect. What's your thoughts on that?
I would probably tell you to go watch last week's episode with Kazam. Kazam. And kind of the struggle that they were going through. Because, yes, religion can be a placebo, but it's not the best solution, and it's going to leave you with massive cognitive dissonance. And so there's always going to be that downside. And anything that religion can offer as a placebo, you can get elsewhere without all of the extra baggage.
Yeah, I mean, as an example, I can tell you that I'm going to put $1 million in your bank account at the end of the month. That could make you incredibly excited. It could change your life plans. It could definitely motivate you to do certain things, especially if I made that $1 million contingent on you. I'm paying you $1 million to do, whatever this job is. You do it, you're expecting that $1 million, right? Like it's a promise. And I mean, do you get that?
Oh, I thoroughly get it.
Yeah, but it's not true.
Effect, which can have just the opposite effect of if somebody gives you a sugar pill and says, oh, it's cyanide, you're going to die in 30 minutes, and people have actually died from or had gotten very ill from this, taking a sugar pill because they believe that's a toxic substance, that they've lost that, their life because of a sugar pill. So our bodies, and some people have even taken a sugar pill saying, okay, and I know it's a sugar pill, and they get well. So it's like that guy talking about the Holy Spirit, having that warm and fuzzy feeling about, doing the right thing in the universe. It's almost like, you take this pill, you feel better, and it's really it's sawdust.
Yeah, it's also incredibly condescending.
Yes.
And I don't think that if we got down to the core of it, any of us would agree that there's some grand lie that we need to tell the public, that there needs to be some great, everybody wink, wink, nudge, nudge knows that it's not true, but, all the sheeple need to believe what they believe.
Also, framing religion as placebo in general is problematic for me because it's playing into the idea that we are inherently damaged or flawed and need help or salvation in some way. So even the framing of that question, I've got an issue with.
Instead, just give them tools, educate and help. Give them the right tools. Give them the ability to communicate, work through their feelings, get medication and help when they need to, and then help them cope with things like death and community and relationships. All of those things can be done without religion, and I think that they should be, especially if you don't believe it. And the idea of that placebo filling in just doesn't fit well.
Well, I think what happens with when you do lose your religious hope or belief in whatever it is, which happened to me, it's kind of like you lose hope. What is there to look forward to? And you have to start believing in what's happening, in this moment, day by day. It's just, and that I think it's sad that religion can have such a, even though they promise you a future in paradise or in heaven or whatever, there's really no guarantee. It's like an insurance policy. They sell you insurance.
And
It really has nothing to back it up.
Are you
So-
saying that should happen?
Right, because that seems like you're agreeing with us. Like you wouldn't advocate that somebody pay into an insurance policy from a scam artist just because it makes them feel more secure, right?
I'm in agreement with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
like I said,
good
you're
conversation.
one of the-
I'm glad you called in. I'm glad we agreed. Take care.
And I just thought that examining that placebo or nocebo effect of religion or belief, I think it's something you should actually look at, that everybody should look at and say, yeah, our brains are very powerful, and we can
Agreed.
We can do some incredible.
And we also,
ourselves.
and we need to be aware of that, and that does not justify that faith. And I'm glad we agree. Take care, Andy. Okay. Kevin, Kevin, hold on. I'm popping you back on hold. If you're just sharing that you agree, I'm glad. I'm really glad. That makes for really bad TV.
Yeah. It seemed like he wasn't, and then all of a sudden he was on board.
Yeah. Well, maybe
we
we
were
changed.
just talking past each other.
Maybe we changed his mind. Maybe you
Or
just
that.
like reached him and right in. He was like, you know what? That's it.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. Kevin